I met Rob. I go up to Rob. I'm 13 years old. I say, hey, in 8 years' time, do you want to start a band? Rob says yes. 8 years later, start the band. I bring Ollie, my best friend, my most intimate confidant, comes up to me and goes, I want to be your bassist. I say no. He begs. I let him in. We get to the studio, we record 2 songs. I listen back to them. Hang on, there's lead guitars on these. Who recorded these? Rob says, my brother James. I said, never heard of him. He said, he's been in the room the whole time. I turn around, James is there. He says, yeah, I added some lead guitars to him. I feel like you should be a 4-piece. I said, you've got moxie. I like that, you're in. The rest is history.
Oh, that's annoying.
Fucking tell me about it, mate. Me and Rob went to school together, although we never really hung out. He was a bully.
Calling me a bully? You're gonna bully me? Don't even know who you are, mate. So how can I bully you? I was known. You were nobody.
I used to hang around in Folkestone playing music, and that's where I met Ollie. I met Ollie through him loving my old band and me liking to be around people that loved me.
2 in the morning. All I want is just for everyone to think I'm great and that my band's great and that and I just want to be loved all the time.
My best friend started working with this guy called Jamie Glass.
Jamie smashing glass!
Oh my god.
The first time I heard Jamie's old band, I was not a fan of Jamie's old band. And then I saw him live, but then after seeing him live, I was just like, oh, I need to be at every show. And I went to a lot of shows.
I'll never put that right.
He was a photographer.
And I didn't really do that much photography work. I just liked hanging out with him. Followed him around like a puppy, pretty much.
1, 2. 1, 2.
And became my closest confidant.
It was just it's infectious. It just gets into you.
He was very pretty. I thought he was so handsome that I had to have him in my own band.
I do, like, I can't play an instrument, what do you want me to do? I can follow you around.
We tried to get Jamie to be in the band for years before that.
Jamie called it a day with Jamie and the Portraits. I didn't hear from him for ages.
We messaged him saying, do you want to be in a band? And he said no.
I didn't want to do music anymore.
And I remember him offering me his guitars. He was like, dude, you just want my guitars? I'm not going to play music again. I have no interest.
But I started writing music again after about 1.5 years of just not being able to do it.
He popped up on my Facebook chat saying, I've got 2 songs, do you want to play some drums on them in the studio? I don't want you in the band, it's just me and my mate Ollie.
Rob really liked them.
How's recording drums going, Rob?
Great! And I said, yes please.
Rob came along and then Rob was like instant in the band.
Hey! Kick drum, please.
Jamie would say things like, so Rob, you like Biffy Clyro? Ollie, you like Biffy Clyro also? Rob, what do you think about Weezer? And I'd be like, yeah, I like them. And then Ollie would go, yes, I also like them. And Jamie was going, friends.
I think we actually went for a photo shoot on the Sunday and it was just the 3 of us. So this would have been like June 2013. It was just me, Jamie and Rob.
James forced my way in. James stamped his way into the band.
James is Rob's brother, and we recorded our first 2 demos with him.
What's wrong with that? I record bands, it's how I eat. And then I found a band that was probably my favourite band that enabled me to eat.
And we snuck in some guitars. Oh, there's lots of lead guitar parts here that weren't there before. Yeah, my brother added those whilst he was doing the mix.
The way this story is told is as if I did it yesterday and not 5 years ago.
I always wanted to be a 3-piece.
We had a band meeting.
What do you think about James joining? He's like, honestly, if you don't, we'll keep it a 3-piece. But at first I was like, nah. I just like the idea of a three-piece, like growing up, like Blink being a three-piece.
I used to love bands like Blink-182 and Green Day when I was a little teenager.
And Jay, I remember sitting in the room and then we came back and went, you may be in the
You
band.
may be in the band.
Could have said no. I wonder if I'd have said no. Boy, am I thankful for James. So I feel it's definitely them three combined that keep me here.
Polley is the best thing about the band.
Ollie's the only thing holding it together
Yeah.
most of the time.
Anytime that I think I've had enough,
Have a little chat with Ollie.
look at Ollie. And he does...
Change your mind. He's the
Change your
morale
mind.
booster that we all need.
I think probably every single person in the band would say that same thing.
Ollie's a fucking beaver, and he's not going to be on the second album. Don't worry about it. Ollie is not going to be on the second album. That is a promise.
It's weird to think how important someone can be in a way that probably he doesn't even know.
Probably not.
His little face.
What was the first moment when it went from feeling like a local band to like a real band?
Ooh, still happened? Still not happened.
I think when we got played on Radio 1 for the first time, about 4 weeks after we put out our first demo. We have a good friend called Jacob who used to be the presenter on BBC Introducing in Kent. He passed the torch on to Abby McCarthy. I'm pretty sure invented the hashtag Kent Touched This. He pushed all of our stuff to Hugh Stevens and Annie Mac, and he's probably solely responsible or / to blame. Hugh Stevens played it on his Radio 1 show. That's when we kind of realised that we could actually do this. Like, this could actually be something that we do, not just for fun. We were getting lucky breaks that our friends weren't getting around us. Like, it's weird. If no one ever tells you that you're good, and you fail, you kind of can see it coming. If lots of people tell you you're going to be a star, you should get a manager, you should be touring the world, you'll be playing Reading and Leeds within the month, and you fail, you've let everyone down. I've let myself down. Don't worry, we still got it.
Hi, we're a band called Indoor Cats. What's the Inuit?
Who would get Inuit? I think it was a pun from Spaced. Why didn't the Eskimo like the music? Because he couldn't get Inuit. I never really thought anything about it. I told them the name of the band was Get Inuit rather than ask them, because they probably would have said no. Probably should have said no.
To change your band name after you just spent 3 years working on an old one.
It was very upsetting.
I wasn't that bothered. I was like, yeah, probably good, because now people interview us and they're like, oh, this is a better name, isn't it? And we're like, yeah. I suppose it is a better name, yeah.
It's me, Jamie from... I think a lot of people thought that we were signed a long time before we were signed. We managed to keep up with a lot of investment in other bands, and I think we kind of kept in the same circles, and we were doing it all ourselves. We still pretty much do a lot of it all ourselves.
I do everything.
Rob does all the artwork.
Anything that's...
Anything you can see with your eyes.
Mostly, yeah, most of the videos.
This whole file is just going to be called unusable footage.
And then artwork, and posters, and merch. James does the songs, James does the producing. I do the visuals. Ollie is the dog.
Rob's just a genius, isn't he? He'll do stuff like record a video and then Rob will have it done. He won't sleep, he'll go to work, come home, be on his computer.
Thick is the best song on the album, bar none. Fat beats, fat organ, fat guitar. The chords themselves are very cock rock.
Yeah.
Fat vocal. Thick. Thick sounds fat. Thick is an ironic song. It's almost an ode to the lad rather than an actual song by a bunch of lads.
We're breaking the band up. We're starting a football team instead. Right, Robbie? Yeah, mate.
Well, you bloody love football.
I'm kind of making fun of people that go out and just get a bit rowdy. I'm gonna be in the thick of it tonight. Like, if I can't get laid, I'm gonna punch something.
Sounds really good. It's working. James, could you stick your tongue out a little bit more when you sing, please?
All in the hips.
James, so if you could do it like that.
You know the thing with
That pop.
To Yobby.
Show me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try.
Just like put your hands
I
on your
can't
hips
wait to
and
see
keep
James
wagging
just-
your finger. Show me those party fags.
You're such a cartoon character.
We're not boring, but we just don't party.
Because we spend too much time thinking about how we're going to execute something and not enough time drinking beer.
I'm the dad of the group, mate. I'm the irresponsible lager drinking.
You can't drink that many lagers.
I could drink a lager.
You don't like beer. Do like beer, I just like it. Everyone likes beer.
Oh, I'm gonna have a beer.
I think it's more me as a person. I feel very secluded. And a lot of the songs is about trying to fit in or realizing that everyone else is the same and I can't fit in, even if I do try. I hate my job, but someone's got to pay the bills. But hey, at least I put enough aside for a cheeky holiday, yeah, or a cheeky night out, or a cheeky Nando's. I'm the same as everyone else, that's the joke. 19 on duty call. Giving another pound. Machine of red blood cells. There's another pound. Sin alcohol. I'm not going to say don't do drugs or drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes, but I just want to find a way to be happy without having to do that. I can't understand why people do live like that, but I know that a lot of people do. I wouldn't say the rest of the band feel the same. I think that's kind of just me.
How's that ganj, mate? Yeah.
There's an unwritten rule with Jamie is he can do whatever the fuck he wants, but if we bite back at him, then it's a no-go area.
Where are you going?
I don't hide my own shit. Hi! Yeah, I got you.
Filming.
It's like that kid at school where it's like, it'll just give you stick and stick and stick. And then when you say something to him, it's like the worst thing that's ever happened.
Fuck off.
Fuck off!
Jamie is a little shrew of a man. Like a little shrew.
You walked in and suddenly there was everyone absolutely frozen, like you've got shitty Sky broadband in your buffering. There's that noise when it's buffering, isn't there? Yeah, it doesn't work when you're a fucking idiot in the drums, does it?
The thing with Jamie is he can start a joke and then he'll give you the punchline 4 years later. So you don't really know what Jamie you're getting half the time.
I will not be surprised if Jamie comes across like a lunatic to most people. social media wise, and stage performance wise. We just took him on those two levels. There's just this guy on stage who does some crazy shit, which is very entertaining. And then you look on your phone and he's in your phone doing it, weird crazy shit, and you're like, what is this guy?
He's actually generally a very quiet man.
Very
when
quiet.
you think about it most of the time.
Very quiet and considered, and then he has a like explosion for half an hour to entertain people, and then he turns it off again.
Oh, now I know why it's so loud on stage.
I really like it.
I didn't hear what you said. Did you say go silly?
Yeah.
Another like that?
Who's been sleeping?
We're really uncool, but we have to pretend to be cool to get people to like us. But actually, I think you'd like us more if you realised how uncool we were.
How can I stand out from all of the other bands? Well, they're a lot cooler than I am, so I can't pretend to be cool. They're not as weird as I am. I'll do that. We're all nerds. Nerdy people go on the internet all the time and find memes. That's what kids do, and that's what I do as an adult. Why are we going to go online and then pretend that, we're in a band, we're living a rock and roll lifestyle?
This is a place of worship.
So I won an Enemy Award, just for handing up the Enemy, £10 Amazon gift voucher. I wonder if Slade's got a £10 gift voucher. Doubt it. I'm special.
But I'd much rather just be myself. I spend a lot of my time online making funny videos. Some people think these are great videos. Some people think, oh, I'm not really sure this is funny. I think you've missed the mark there.
I worry about everything. Worry about whether or not Jamie's being too weird, probably.
Social media is stupid.
Bloody content, social media content, put it on the internet.
Jamie's obsessed with the fact that we have no content at the moment.
Oh yeah?
Attempting to create content at any opportunity.
The whole idea of it is stupid. The only reason it exists is self-promotion. And it is my duty as an ambassador for the youth. So if I can make fun of it and if I can be an imbecile, then I'm going to be that on social media because I don't want to be that in real life.
I think the ones that set it all off were the oh hi, I didn't see you there.
Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. Oh hi, I didn't see you there.
You're the best, you're the best, you're the best.
I didn't see you there.
Oh hi, I didn't see you there. I'm Jamie from Get Inuit, and this is the second half of Barbiturates.
There was a period where we weren't doing anything because we were recording our album, and everyone thought we'd disappeared and weren't bothering anymore, and he was still tweeting. And so he just became Jamie from Twitter for a bit.
Jamie from Twitter! Jamie from Twitter!
So I gave up with Jamie from Twitter, to be fair.
Jamie from Twitter is a badass. Jamie from Indoor Pets is the person that I reluctantly am. Jamie from Twitter cannot be offended by anything you tell him. Jamie from Indoor Pets is very upset a lot of the time.
The entire world is a wonderful place, but you're being filmed all the time because everything you do is content. So you can be happy here, you can be content, and you can also be content.
It's quite easy to think up stupid things to post. Like, it's not a full-time job. The full-time job is trying to live with yourself.
And that's why it's called Be Content. Now I sound like a wanker.
What I thought was, it's our first album, let's keep it simple and go for the most complex, big scope idea I can possibly think of.
The artwork is a city with references to all the songs in it.
What can't you see in it? That's the real question here.
I downloaded a program just to make that. Turns out building a city, bloody hard work.
You got Barbiturates over here, you got Heavy Thoughts up here, you got Party Vibes, that's here, you got Cutie Pies, that's here, you got the Being Strange Church, it's got High.
We've taken one of the press shots, slapped our logo on it, job done.
Yeah.
Always trying to achieve something, aren't I? What's wrong with me?
The same reason we spent 4 years making one album.
Yeah, I suppose.
We overthink everything.
Yeah, every single person in the band is an overthinker. We all have a very strange combination of self-deprecation and arrogance. That means that we simultaneously think we don't deserve anything.
But also
we deserve everything.
Also I'm brilliant.
I want people to go, oh man, I get so much from this artwork, it means so much to me. Oh my god, it's so clever. God damn, that guy's clever.
Hello, mate. Hey.
Tour managing, generally do it all myself.
12:01 lads, 12:01.
Where's your tour manager? And I go, it's me. And they go,
where's your actual tour manager?
Where's your actual tour manager? This is our front of house Morris. Oh, that's your tour manager. No, it's me.
No, you're breaking the law. This isn't our van. We'll get in trouble.
I would never say being on tour is my favourite part of being in the band, but it's probably the part that I'm most happy. Because it's instant gratification. You get to perform in front of people that go, oh, I think you're really good, or I really love you, which is always really nice. You kind of get addicted to that. I wish I was much better at communicating with them, because I'm quite a shy person. I can perform in front of you, but I can't have a one-to-one conversation. I find it quite tricky.
I noticed online for this show there was about 5 people that came on their own, which made me really happy because I'm a massive loner, and I was like, in the music, us lonely people need to stick together somehow.
I think a lot of our fans are quite lonely. A lot of our fans are quite lost, I guess. And I think that's fine. When you're on that stage and you're hitting those sweet, sweet, pitch-perfect notes, it's all worthwhile. We've played the Deaf Institute in Manchester twice, maybe 3 times actually. And every time we've played that, I've come off feeling like that reaction, that performance, that crowd involvement that makes everything worthwhile. I don't like performing. I'm quite an anxious person. I overthink performing a lot. Before you go on stage, everything's in your control. And I like to think that as long as I don't fuck it up, it will go really well. It's coming off the stage where it all kind of hits me quite hard. My performance is in the memories of everyone in the audience, and I hate that. I can't control it anymore. I just have to try and live with it. That they're going to remember, or I haven't done well enough.
I'll just avoid Jamie for 6 hours. It'll be like Rob and James will be laughing about it, and then it'll be Jamie that's like, this needs to change.
Yeah, I scrutinise myself far too much, but I want to be the best.
I'm stressed, but I'm concentrating at an alarming rate.
It's depressing, but it's fascinating. I'll beat you, Rick.
It's depressing, but it's lessening with my wife.
I love that man. Never say it to his face. Musicians work really hard and get little reward financially, but they get a lot of reward through adulation. It's quite tough knowing that.
To have an aim in your life to be a person who makes a living from being an attention seeker is a strange thing. But that's basically what being in a band is.
Sort of.
The only reason you're doing this is to get attention from people that you don't know. It's kind of toxic a way to be, but it's the way that every single band is, I think. Intelligent people wouldn't want to be in a band.
This song's about how I'm wasting my life. See you guys later, we're in Lloyd-Prest.
I still feel like I'm wasting my life. And I wrote that song 3 years ago, so that's pretty depressing. All of my friends have kind of, in my eyes, gone down different routes, and now they're quite settled. They found happiness elsewhere, and it makes me very confused, because maybe I should do that, but I also kind of like the fact that I'm still hanging on. Being Strange is about world peace. Trying to get people to think that I'm #woke. Well, lots of people seem to do it nowadays and it works for them. Of course I don't bloody know what's going on. I don't have a clue. The chorus says, I love being strange. And that's a euphemism for world peace. And, you know, politics. World's fucked up, man. And I'm gonna save it. Just me. So this is the bit where I play the starts of a song that I'm writing, and then suddenly you put the real song over the top of it and you're like, oh wow, it started from such humble beginnings. Obviously it sounds like shit, but you see there's a lot more room for the backing vocals. I love being strange. Some sausages. I love being strange. Is he singing like?
Maybe.
Can't help myself. Is that no go or what?
I like.
1, 2, 3, 4. I love being strange.
Talk to me about your influences.
Oh, fucking hell. What is this? Press 101?
People think that we love Weezer. That I never listened to Weezer before I started the band, then got told I sounded like Weezer, so I started listening to Weezer, and now I really like Weezer.
I like 4 bands.
That is very true.
And they're all massive.
James won't talk about anything apart from Radiohead, 9 Inch Nails,
The Beatles,
occasionally Blur.
That's about it.
I really love Blondie, Fleetwood Mac. I like pop music, to be fair. I like guitar bands, sure. I really like heavy bands.
We used to watch Metallica.
And we used to have a Metallica live.
Stunts.
And you had the Queen.
God, that Queen with Paul Rogers. Oh, what a DVD.
We used to just watch massive arena rock bands and try to work out how we could do it in a pub, I think.
Yeah. So our first gig was us playing news covers in the pub.
Yeah.
I was 13.
Yeah, 13 in the pub, we weren't allowed in. We got 17.
Hey, we got 150 quid for that show.
Still the best fee we've ever got.
Still one of the greatest fees we've ever had.
Because I wouldn't say I'm a big Biffy Clyro fan, but I was influenced by them massively with my timing. It's like the structure and the kind of like jolting before a bar starts and that kind of composing like riffs. Like, that's all through them, I think. I liked the abrasive kind of lo-fi recording of bands like The Hives, kind of early albums, and even The Vines.
Got the whole juxtaposition Pixies thing. And this one, I recorded all of my vocals. Look. It's not even plugged in. That's how good they are. Powerful. They just went straight into the computer.
I'll never get that high.
I'm very much sad, angry, happy, ecstatic. I can flick between them all the time, and I think a lot of my songs are like that as well. I like throwing emotion in someone's face. This is a really emotive chorus. This is a really diminutive verse. I guess there are a few songs where the lyrics are quite confusing, but I just really enjoy wordplay, so if I can hide a dark imagery under some light words, then I find that more exciting than just saying, life is shit, I don't know what to do anymore, oh.
There are some songs on the
Nobody
album that
wants
we played at our first ever show that still haven't been released.
What's that?
Heavy Thoughts.
A favourite song is definitely Heavy Thoughts. That's always been my favourite.
It's just an amazing song. I think that song has moments in it that are really the peak of the album, like when it hits into the guitar solo or the first time that the whole band kicks in. These are the highlights of the album. They're all in one song.
The whole album has got sort of negative attitude in it, of like self-deprecation, and I'm not good enough, and I don't like you, and I'm a weirdo, and I'm not a nice person. And then right at the end, it says, if those kind words inside you feel like they're frozen, do you know what? You can thaw them, but only if you want.